Hey, this is Allie Edwards, and today I've got a super quick storytelling with stamps project here for you. I started with a full page photo foundation with my journaling already on top. So I set that up in Photoshop. I cropped my photo to 7 inches wide by 8 1/4 tall, which is the size that I have been creating pages outside of the page protector. And a lot of times when I take photos, I take them with white space or blank space in mind that can later on be used to hold a story. And that's really what I did with this particular photo of Audrey on our landing, which is the space on the stairs between the downstairs and the upstairs. That space on the wall above her became the perfect place to do a little bit of documenting. And the journaling, I'm just going to read it to you guys here. It says, here for the in-between moments, here for lounging whenever it feels good around the house, including the spot on the landing, which seems to be a teen favorite. Here for texting and FaceTiming with friends, here for learning creative things to try from TikTok, here for capturing pieces of your everyday life, here for being back in school and all the ways that has made life better, here for learning you like math, here for dancing the evening away with friends at your first middle school dance, and sending me a video so I could see how awesome it was for you and your friends. Here for connecting with you. So that's the journaling that I wrote on there, knowing that I was going to use the stamp from one of the new stamp sets that we have in partnership with Laura Wansick. There is a wonderful stamp on a scrapbook kit or a crafting stamp set that says here for the photos. And so my journaling, then I used that the jumping off point or the prompt of here for. And so you heard that then in all of the journaling that I wrote, here for this and here for that, and all the different things that I'm here for right now. I'm using archival permanent ink to stamp directly on top of my photo using the top of one of our ink pads, and then this stamp set that says here for the photos from that particular 4x6 stamp set. Stamping on photos can be really, really fun. You definitely want to make sure that you are using an ink that will dry on your photos. Our crafters inks that we sell on my site aren't always the best for stamping on photos. I actually have a video from a long time ago that shows what it looks like. Shows that you can do it. It just takes a long time to dry. So I definitely prefer using an ink like StazOn or an archival ink like I'm using here, one of these from Tim. In addition to that, here for the photo stamping, I'm also going to stamp a second sentiment on there, which is from the Allie Phrases stamp set. And this one says, beautiful remembering. Another sentiment that I felt like just went along really well with this. I'm using the black from this Tim Holtz archival ink set that I have here on my desk and the one that I'm using for this particular project. At this point, I knew that I was planning on just stamping directly on top of my photo. And then I wasn't sure if I was going to add embellishments on top. Maybe I was going to put one on above the title. I did, as you can see on the left of your screen there, I did pull out a couple triangle chipboard pieces, knowing that those are something that I could add on. One of them says love. Another one, there's a black and white one. I think had a few different ones to choose from here. And then was kind of trying to decide where do I want to arrange these on the page. In the end, I decided to use 3 of them. A couple of the pattern, actually, that as I'm watching this right now, like that would have been a perfect way to lay that out. I think I ended up taking the love one off the top because it started feeling like a rocket ship, which is just how it felt to me. So I ended up moving the one that says love onto the bottom of the photo there. And then I'll be adding the yellow heart one in the middle and then the floral one up along the top edge. I love the reminder that memory keeping doesn't have to be complicated. It doesn't have to involve a ton of steps. You can always use photos as your foundation. You don't even have to have cardstock in your house, right? You could have every single one of your projects start from the place of a photo or be an enlarged photo or a grid of photos or a collage of photos. There's so many different options, especially because we take so many photos, right? And really kind of learning to train yourself too, to think about starting with your photos first, or using your photos as the jumping off point and leaving space within the photos you take, whether it's in the sky or it's in the wall or it's in the grass. Thinking about those spaces as places on your page that could end up being journaling or could end up holding embellishments, that kind of thing. It's just something I always love to do. And I love, especially when I'm doing a series like this where I'm showing a variety of different ideas and ways that you can use stamps on your projects, I think it's a nice reminder that it can always be done in a really simple and direct way. You also saw I used my 6-hole punch to add that on. And then the last thing I'll be doing on this page is adding my the date. So using the rolling date stamp, I'm going to stamp that in the green archival ink there and then add that on the bottom of my journaling. Definitely love how this one turned out. As always, if you guys have questions for me, you can leave them in the comments below. If you want to learn more about printing at home, I've got a video for that, and I will try to link that for you guys below. Otherwise, you can check that out here on my YouTube channel. All right, we'll see you guys back here again soon.